Many of my clients have expressed their frustration with their own dog jumping on them. If you've watched any of my videos, especially Chaos to Calm, I show a technique where you correct the dog in the side with your hand to disagree with the jumping. But often, if the energy behind the correction is weak, it actually will bring that puppy right back to you or that dog, and it's just not believable. Today, we're going to be talking about a technique and give you more control, put you in the driver's seat of stopping your dog from jumping. We will be using a 6-foot leash and a collar of your choice. Charlie's wearing so what? Off. I pull straight up and I relax it. She's jumping on me, off. I pull straight up and I relax it. She's wearing a flat nylon collar. Off, pull straight up, relax it. Off, straight up, relax it. Off, straight up and relax it. Off, off. I don't care, so I'm gonna grab the extra end of the line. Off. I pulled one of the most obnoxious dogs we had in the kennel out here to make this demonstration. And when I said to you, use the equipment of your choice, this is a flat nylon collar. Now I don't know what she's looking at there. She's looking at a plastic bag. Hey, off, knock it off. Off. I'm saying off because that's what I did before, which it could be no, but just so you know, the pressure itself, the leash pressure is the no. Off doesn't mean anything until you reinforce the command. So whatever command you're gonna use, it needs to be consistent, so she'll start to put 2 and 2 together. Quiet. I can make leash pressure on this flat collar right there to stop the moment, because all I want to do is stop the brain. So this is just quiet, calm. I'm not yelling, I'm not frustrated. Leadership is about when you recognize in your daily life, your daily routine, when you recognize a behavior that you don't want to tolerate, that is disrespectful, unruly, you have to have a way to calmly, consistently disagree in a way that the dog is going to understand. As a leader, when you're dealing with behavior that is frustrating or unacceptable, you have to be intentional about the solution and make sure that you are executing the technique in a way that the dog understands. By applying the correct leash pressure at those moments, now I'm going to show you how to do it from a sitting position, because a sitting position is even more inviting. So let's show you that. If you'd like to have this in your daily life and much more, it's not as hard as you think. Join Top Dog Academy community today and you will receive step-by-step instruction on how to have all of this and much more. Anytime you sit down, that is an inviting position for the dog. And so even if your dog doesn't jump on you while you're standing, he absolutely may try to jump on you once you sit because it is inviting. So I'm going to demonstrate very similar the technique you just saw, but from a sit position. But keep in mind, you saw the dynamic that this dog is. And so from a sit position, if I'm trying to pull up to stop her, it may not stop her and it could be actually overwhelming for me. So I might need to stand to start to calm it down and establish that control, then move into a sit position to apply the same technique if she continues to jump. Because in your home, you have to have the ability to sit, have your dog come into your space, remain respectful, because many of my clients want their dog to stop jumping on their company. The dog has to start respecting you first before he's ever going to respect company, and you need to have that authority. All of this video has happened within about 15 minutes, and you saw the dog that came out in the beginning. Look at even sitting in a compromised position for me. Off, off. I pull up, she's not going off, I'm gonna stand, off. Make it a little bit more meaningful, and then I sit back down. Do not good girl her. Do not reach in and praise her. Those will be perceived as invitations to come right back up and do the offense. She doesn't need me to pet her and say good girl. Her reward is the lack of repeated leash pressure is what the reward is. Once you've established off and you've shown her that you will not tolerate the disrespect of jumping, then your goal is to give her, as an example, 3 to 4 feet and let her settle in your space and just be. That in itself is a technique that is in itself something that you want to establish. To where if we sat here long enough, she's eventually just gonna sit, lay down, watch TV together. She could have one of her toys, but she's just being. But you don't have to constantly engage her, and therefore she also learns the boundaries that you've established, and she'll learn how to be respectful in your space. Till the next lesson, we just thank you so much for listening. We hope you gained some value. And again, your dog will never be what you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. And we just thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.